So Proverbs 12. No, I think 11. No, yeah, 12. No, I read 12. So it's 13. Proverbs 13. I don't know. Proverbs 13. Contrast the upright and the wicked. A wise son hates, and it is a result of his father's discipline and instruction. But a scoffer does not listen to, repent, and does not learn from his errors. From the fruit of his mouth, a wise man enjoys a good, but the desire of the treacherous is the violent for violence. The one who guards his mouth thinking before he speaks protects his life, and the one who opens his lips wide and chatters without thinking comes to ruin. The sole appetite of the lazy person craves and gets nothing, for revelry overcomes ambition. But the sole appetite of the diligent who works willingly is rich and abundantly supplied. As Proverbs chapter 10:4. A righteous man hates lies, but a wicked man is a loathsome, and he acts shamefully. And righteousness being in the right standing with God guards the one whose way is blameless, but wickedness undermines and overthrows the sinner. There is one who pretends to be rich, yet has nothing at all. Another pretends to be poor, yet has great wealth. The ransom of a man's life and his wealth, but the poor man does not even have to listen to a rebuke or threats from the envious. The light of the righteous within him grows brighter and rejoices. But the lamp of the wicked is a temporary light and goes out. Through pride and perception come nothing but strife, but skillful and godly wisdom is with those who welcome well-advised counsel. Wealth attained by fraud dwindles, and but he who gathers gradually but honest labor work increase his riches. Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but when desire is fulfilled, it is a tree of life. Whoever despises the word and counsel of God brings destruction upon himself, but he who reverently fears and respects the commandment of God will be rewarded. The teaching of the wise is the fountain and source of life. So that one man avoids the snares of death. Good understanding wins favor from others, but the way of the unfaithful is hard like bearing dry soil. Every prudent and self-disciplined man acts with knowledge, but a closed-minded fool who refuses to learn displays his foolishness for all to see. A wicked messenger falls under a hardship, but a faithful ambassador brings healing. Poverty and shame will come to him who refuses instruction and discipline, and he who accepts and learns from reproof or censure is honored. Desire realized is sweet to the soul, but it is detestable to fools to turn away from evil which they have done. He who walks as companion with wise men will be wise, but the companions of conceited dull-witted fools are fools themselves and wear a spirit harm, Isaiah chapter 52:6. Adverse seed pursues sinners, but the consistency of right will be rewarded with prosperity. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children, and the wealth of the sinner is stored up for the hands of the righteousness. A breeded Phoebus in the fallow and cultivated ground of the poor. but without protection it is swept away by injustice. He who withholds the rod of discipline hates his son, but he who loves him disciplines and trains him diligently and properly with wisdom and love. The consistently righteous has enough to satisfy his appetite, but the stomach of the wicked is in the need of bread.
Proverbs 13 is a chapter filled with short, powerful truths about wisdom, discipline, speech, work, money, and relationships. It contrasts wise versus foolish living, showing how wisdom brings stability and peace, while foolishness leads to chaos and regret. Let's walk through it in a way that connects with what you've been experiencing. Verses 1 to 3, words and correction. Open quote. A wise son heeds his father's instruction, but a mocker does not respond to rebukes. Those who guard their lips preserve their lives, but those who speak rashly will come to ruin. Close quote. Meaning for you, wise people listen and learn. They don't fight every correction. But people who refuse to listen, like some of your rude co-workers, create their own problems. You showed wisdom by staying calm and not feeding into gossip or arguing. That's spiritual maturity. Verses 4:11. Work, honesty.
I was just talking in general. This is taking a long time.
Sure. Amy, here's a clear, full explanation of Proverbs 13 as one complete chapter. It's one of those proverbs that reads like a guide for living wisely day to day, how to talk, work, wait, spend, and treat others. 1. Listening to correction brings wisdom. V1:3. Wise people accept guidance and keep learning. Those who mock or argue stay stuck. Watching what you say protects you. Careless words cause trouble. Main point, stay teachable and guard your speech. 2. Hard work versus laziness. V4:11. Lazy people always want more but don't get far. Consistent effort, even in small things, leads to growth. Main point, diligence, not shortcuts, brings real success. 3. Honesty and good conduct. 5-6. Good people dislike lies. Living honestly keeps you steady while wrongdoing trips you up. Main point, integrity keeps your path straight. 4. Wealth, generosity, and humility. V7-8, 22-23. Some act rich but have little. Others seem poor but have plenty. Riches can't always protect you, but righteousness can. A good person leaves blessings for others. Main point, character matters more than appearance or money. Hala 5, hope, patience, and wisdom. 10-19. Pride starts fights. Wise people listen to advice. Waiting too long for something hurts, but fulfilled hope revives you. Walk with the wise, avoid foolish friends. Main point, be patient and choose wise company. God rewards faith and self-control. 6. Discipline and correction. 24. Loving parents guide and correct their children. Discipline is care, not cruelty. Main point, guidance, even when uncomfortable, keeps people safe. 7. Provision and contentment. V25. The righteous ultimately have what they need. Those who live wickedly are never truly satisfied. Main point, trust that God provides enough for those who walk rightly. In summary, Proverbs 13 teaches that Wisdom listens, laziness loses. Integrity brings stability, lies bring ruin. Patience and humility lead to blessing. Who you walk with shapes your future. God rewards steady, honest work and feeds those who follow him. A short prayer. Open quote, Lord, give me a wise heart, patient, honest, and steady. Help me speak kindly, work diligently, and stay humble. Provide what I need, and let my choices bring peace and favor. Amen. Close quote. Would you like me to simplify that into a one-paragraph devotional summary, something easy to read each morning as a reminder from Proverbs 13?
Sorry about that, guys. I had to go do something.